Thanks for arriving, everyone. My name is Roham. I'm going to guide us through 60 minutes. Do as much or as little as you want during the class. The hardest part is taking the time to unroll our mat. Use blocks and straps to modify some of the poses if you need. Skip some of the poses if you need. Shorten the length of the time that you're in the poses if you want. Lengthen the amount of time in the poses if you want. You're always welcome to level up any poses that we're doing if you know level up variations. The purpose of yoga is just to have a good time, get moving, get breathing, and share some energy even through the internet. Let's start in child's pose. Toes touch, knees to the edges of the mat. Take a bit of time to connect with your breath, relaxing your hips towards your heels. Beginning to focus on full lung inhales. And pulling the belly tight against the diaphragm on the exhale. Taking more air than you think is necessary, and exhale your whole week away. Fill your lower, middle, and upper lung. Pull the belly tight. Ujjayi breathing, constricting of the throat, audible breath. A way to calm the chatter of the mind, staying present during the class. Create space between the fingers. I want you to feel the webbing of the hands start to stretch. I want you to feel the bones of the hands start to stretch. I always like to roll my forehead a couple times, resetting, wiping away, clean slate, fresh start. Tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, hips over knees, cat-cow. Inhale, belly lowers, gaze and tailbone lift. Exhale, pull belly against spine. Don't move your thighs and arms forward or back. Concentrate movement into spine, pelvis, shoulders. Spine lower just a little bit below the shoulder blades, and exhale, press the spine up through the shoulder blades. Three to five more cat-cows. If you want to challenge yourself, you can lift your knees 1 inch off the floor without changing anything else and do 3 final cat-cows. When you're ready, downward dog shape. Downward dog isn't ready for you yet. Maybe you're injured. You're still building and working on foundational strength. You could do a dolphin to work through wrist injuries. You could keep your knees to the mat to work through low back injuries. Down dog is always an option. Nobody has to do downward dog. It's an option. Good, thank you. Okay, meet in a forward fold. So you walk your hands back, your feet forward. Feet are hip width apart or wider, grabbing a hold of your elbows. Relaxing your neck. Then if you're new to yoga, you could be inadvertently putting stress and strain on your low back in this position, especially if you spend a lot of your day sitting or you're tight in the hamstrings or you had previous low back injuries. If that's the case, your elbows are on your knees, you're lessening the space between the belly and the thighs, softening pressure on low back and hamstrings. Being patient with your journey of yoga, knowing that a consistent practice will prepare you for unmodified postures. Let's meet at the top of the mat. You can heel toe the feet together. Keep a bend at the knees. Tuck at the chin. Slowly lifting the lower, middle, and upper spine, maybe. Inhaling the shoulders up, back and down. Sun salutations to warm up from the inside out. Inhale your arms up, but keep those shoulder blades drawing down. Take another inhale, draw the tailbone down, press the hips forward. Exhale into a fold. Heads dangling like a boulder, hands line up beside the feet. One day you'll look like a sandwich from the side. Inhale into a half lift, everyone, placing the hands below the shins, no matter where in your practice you are, concentrating on a straightening of the spine. Inhale across the upper chest. Exhale, step back into a high plank position. Take another inhale across the upper back. Exhale, lower. Knees down to modify. Elbows brush ribs tightly. If your knees aren't down to modify, you're hovering in a plank position, 45-degree elbows. Inhale, up dog or cobra. It's your choice. Exhale, down dog. Do 3 to 5 of those to start to warm up. Have a wonderful class, everybody. Bend your knees, look between the thumbs, step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up to the sky. Draw the shoulder blades down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low plank. 90-degree elbow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Three of those back to back. Bend your knees on the exhale. Step or jump forward lightly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Big gathering of energy. Fold it all out. Half lift on the inhale. Exhale to lower. Cobra up dog, shoulder blades draw down. Down. Half lift. Fold. Shoulder blades draw down as you reach up. Relax neck. Scoop chest. Step or float back so light it doesn't even make a noise. And lower. Cobra up dog. Down. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale for your fold. Big gathering of energy. Fold. Scoop chest. Lower. Step or jump lightly forward, chair pose. Shoulder blades draw down. Arms are straight, even if it's creating a Y shape. Spread the fingers, lift the toes, and deepen your chair. Knees could be touching, knees could be hip width apart. Concentrate 4 corners, both feet firm on the mat. Chin a little higher. Inhale across upper chest. Scoop, fold. Then scoop chest. And step back lower. Bonus breath if you need it. Never cut yourself short of oxygen. Warrior 1, right foot forward. Soften the jaw. Give the outside edge of your left foot more energy. Feel that left foot straighten. Move that left shoulder so it squares to the top of the mat along with your right shoulder. Your tailbone's drawing down, lifting the front of the pelvis, learning how you create space in your low back. Warrior 2, on the exhale. Right heel lines up to the arch of the left foot, or it lines up to the left heel. Move your right knee to the right, open that hip. Keep widening the stance, leaving the bend in that right knee. Using your breath to deepen that posture. Inhale your right arm up. Keep that shoulder blade drawing down. So get out of compressing your ear. Big breath, expand ribs. All the way down. Bonus breath if you need. Warrior 1, left foot through, lightly. We inhale to rise. Left knee must stack, bend left knee more. If your left knee is passing your ankle, widen stance. Keep the chin up, shoulder blades down. Find that steady strength from your feet. Rip your yoga mat in half right now. Use the strength from the feet. Rip your yoga mat in half right now. You can do it. Warrior 2. If your knee is behind your ankle, you must bend knee more or shorten stance. If your knee is passing your ankle, widen stance. Move the left knee to the left. Keep the shoulder blades drawing down and find a straight spine by leaning away from the top edge of your mat. Flip left, palm warriors of peace. Inhale. Right arm reaches down your right thigh, above or below your right knee. You're lengthening both sides of the body. You're not just compressing the right side. Balloon the ribs. High to low plank. Same breath, or be honest. Take that bonus breath. Let's do this. One breath, one movement, same sequence. On the exhale, look forward, step or jump. Half lift, fold. Chair pose on the inhale, exhale, fold. Scoop chest and lower. Up dog or cobra. Warrior one. Right foot forward, inhale to rise. Exhale, open into warrior two. Inhale, warrior peace, right arm up. All the way down. Down dog. Left foot forward. Inhale to rise. Try to utilize that exhale to open. Bend that left knee as you inhale. All the way down. You got this. Breathe. Relax your neck. Spread your fingers. Connect with your mat. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump. Inhale, half left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Scoop chest. And lower. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one. Warrior two. Warriors of peace. All the way down. Cobra. Down dog. Warrior one. Warrior two. Big breath. Great job. Take a moment. Connect, reconnect with your breath. Sip of water. Warm-up's done. Do as much or as little as you want, guys. Side plank. Left knee down, left hand down. Knee directly underneath your hip. Right heel, left knee, left hand in one line. Inhale, open up. Some of us want to move a bit deeper into this. We can take a wide stance, but push your hips forward and lift the soles of the feet. Some of us want foot upon foot. Take a moment and breathe. Hips push forward, guys. Draw tailbone down. Active hands. Maybe inhale, right leg up. Let's try the other side out. Calm breath. Modified variation as you build the strength on a weekly or hopefully daily practice. Be humble with where you are on this particular day. Maybe wide stance. Maybe you're like, no, I got to do full expression. Press hips forward. Lengthen that low back. Psoas, front body. Inhale, left leg up. Then push the hips forward again. Breathe. And release. Down dog. Warrior one, eagle arms. Right foot forward. Inhale, rise. Left arm under right. Elbows shoulder height. Move the wrist away from your forehead. Relax your forehead into your forearms. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, move your elbows away from your shoulders. Unlock your shoulders. Warrior two. Okay. Heels in one line if you're new to yoga. One day the right heel will line up to that left arch of your left foot. Extended warrior variation. Forearm onto thigh, not elbow. Left arm straight line from left heel all the way up to the ceiling. Start to open that chest. Activate the hands, giving the outside edge of your left foot more energy. Inhale. On that exhale, lower your hips. Hips must go lower. Breathe. So open the chest a little bit so that left arm goes behind us. If you need to get a moment of rest, you straighten that right leg lightly, slightly. Grab your elastic band, grab your thigh, grab a strap. Keep that left shoulder blade drawing down, and then open the chest. The palm of the right hand still facing the ceiling. You can press your right forearm into your right thigh, move right shoulder away from right ear. Soften the jaw. Deepen the breath. Lower the hips more. Slowly release. Straight leg triangle. Release that bind. So heels in one line, left foot 45 degrees, shortening that stance is fine. Grab your right hip. Move that right hip back. Inhale across the upper chest. Straight spine. So I need to feel that right hamstring a little bit. Right hand down. Inhale, open the chest. Right hand's there for support. Only if you're comfortable to work into a bit of core, you would take the support off that right hand. Maybe you lift that left arm up, straight leg triangle. Right hip moves away from top edge of the mat. Lengthen the right side of the body and open the chest. Big toe mounds get additional pressure. Press hips to the side wall. Slowly rise. Let's take this into our first balance of the class. No jumping. We're building strength and range of motion. Shift that weight into that right leg for half moon. Active hands. Toes of the left foot pulled towards the knee. Stability in your right leg. Inhale. Stability into that right leg. Slowly set that left foot down. Integrity of motion. Enjoy it. Bend right knee. Stack it. I want you to try to transition into a runner's lunge here. Just lifting the heel of that left foot, bending the knees, arms are up. Now concentrating more on that low back than on straightening left leg. You would only straighten that left leg if you feel like you're not pushing all your pressure in the low back. Being able to do up-down splits will help with that. Front-back splits, I should say. Runner's lunge. If you want to work harder, widen stance, bending more. But keep the front of that pelvis lifting. We don't jump. Warrior 3. Take flight, warriors. Lower your left hip more. Lift your left leg higher. Oh, you got this. Don't give up. Back to runner's lunge with integrity, nice and slow. Full expression if you can. Left knee can set down if you need. And release. Step back. Inhale. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Warrior 1, eagle arms, left foot forward. Right arm under left. Heads relaxing through your forearms. Tailbones drawing down towards right heel. Forearms are square to the wall in front of you. Relax your head. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, move those elbows away from your shoulders. Warrior 2. Okay. Extended warrior variation. Forearm onto thigh, palm face ceiling. Inhale, reach that right arm, straight line from right heel. Lower your hips, bend your knee, and widen stance. Left thumb, right thumb, face ceiling, not by just turning the wrist. Wrap shoulder around chest. Hips must go lower. Get into that left hip. Lengthen both sides of the body. We'll start to open that chest. So if you need a little rest, straighten that left leg. Get a hold of your thigh or elastic band or strap. Get a hold of something. You might lift your gaze to the ceiling. You might relax your neck. Everyone lower your hips. Slowly release. Good job, everyone. Straighten left leg for straight leg triangle. You can start with a shorter stance and see where you're at today. So both hips are not against an invisible wall behind us. You got to make space for this left side by moving the left hip away. Take an inhale across upper chest. Exhale, come on down. So your chest is square to the floor. You're lengthening in the spine, both sides of the torso. Left hand down for support. An open chest. Keep that right side of the torso lengthening. So we don't want to collapse in that side. Release the pressure from the right hand, left hand. If you want to move a little more into the core, if your low back says that's okay today. Hips press the side wall, big toe mounds get pressure. Stop clawing the mat with your toes. We don't jump. We take our time to transition. Shift weight into left foot, half moon. Slowly release into a warrior one stance. There's a bit of a foot reset. So from your warrior one stance, I want you to turn it into a runner's lunge. Both knees are bent at first. Concentrate, lift the front of the right pelvis, especially feel the psoas, feel that space you're creating. Widening stance, bending left knee more, but concentrating on a lifting of the pelvis. It's pretty easy to put all the pressure in your low back. Active hands, shoulders draw down. Straighten arms, soften toes of the left foot. Without jumping, warrior three, warriors. And point the toes of the right foot, lengthening the front of the right leg today. Set her down into full expression, runner's lunge. You did amazing. Let it go, nice and slow. Elbows brush ribs. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Take a moment, everybody. Okay. Isn't yoga fun? What a great way to pass the time. Hamstrings Pyramid. Downward dog. Blocks are handy if you're low back injured or tighten the hamstrings or even with a hip injury. Parvattanasana pyramid, 10 toes face the top edge of your mat. Feet are not on a tight rope. They're on railroad tracks. Move your right hip away from the top of the mat. Move your left hip forward, hips square to top edge of mat. Inhale, lift the chest, drawing the shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale, lengthen down the right leg. Very few of us have the belly laying on the thigh. If your belly's laying on your thigh, then you're going to lengthen down that right leg, getting the chest towards the knees. And if your chest is on the knees, then maybe you can inhale across the upper chest. Lengthen even more down that right leg, getting your forehead onto your shin. Creases of your elbows face top edge of mat. So draw the elbows in. Pigeon. Move the right foot to the right side of the mat. keep your right heel towards your left hip and line the right femur up to the edge of the mat. Set your right hip down. Elbows under shoulders, just like this is your first option. You might be able to get that forehead onto fists, block, pillow. If your right femur or right hip is resting on the mat, and you're able to concentrate, or I should say, exhale that left hip towards the floor, and that makes sense, then you start to square your shin to the top of the mat. You must protect the knee. And if you're not careful, you can inadvertently put pressure on your knee as you try to open the hip. Hands under shoulders. Try not to drag that right leg as you move into your downward dog. To do that same two posture sequence with the other side. Pyramid, Parvattanasana. Lightly step your left foot forward. Hands stay low. 10 toes face forward. Align your hips to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, lifting the chest. Lengthening the spine. Exhale, belly move towards thigh. If your belly is resting on your thigh, then you move that chest towards the knees, riding your breath deeper into the posture. When you're ready, pigeon. Set your left femur down on two books or a block or a blanket. Make sure that right foot does neither sickle left nor right. Center the right knee on the mat. Keep that right hip moving down on your exhales. And try not to collapse into the shoulders. So it's common to do this kind of movement. Wrap the shoulders around the chest. Even if you're moving into a bit of a relaxation mode. Square the top edge to the mat. But don't rush the process of yoga. Otherwise, again, you might inadvertently be putting pressure on your knee, thinking or trying to put pressure into your hip. What I like to remind us is, although we did one posture concentrating on the hamstrings, we lengthen your hamstrings multiple times throughout the class. Although we're doing just one specific hip opening posture at the very end, we've opened the hip multiple times throughout the class. So although some postures work into specific parts of the body, it's the whole practice of yoga that will move and open all points of your body multiple times. One day you'll get deeper than you thought possible. Let's do some spine strengthening. So onto the belly. Don't drag that left foot back. Hands under shoulders. Elbows tight like grasshopper legs. Tops of fingers line up to tops of shoulders. You're going to keep your feet, hands and belly button glued to the mat. They do not lift. You'll be able to lift your knees, ribs, and gaze. So no palm pressure. You're actually working on spine strength to keep that chest higher. Belly button stays down to protect your low back, but you're still moving towards a 90-degree elbow. Slowly release. So that was Cobra. We'll move into Locust. Hands by your side. You can interlace the fingers behind your back or grab straps. Coming up. Breathe. Legs are lifted, thumb off back maybe. Heel of hands pressing together maybe. Slowly release. If that was locust, we move into full locust. Spread wings. Everything lift again. Drawing the tailbone towards the heels. Lifting the middle thighs. Lifting the bottom rib. Knuckles of hands as high as the top of your head. And release. Opposite ear to the mat. Floor bow. If it's hard to grab your ankles, don't. Do another airplane. Remember, we're opening all parts of the bodies multiple times in the class. So even though you might not be able to grab your ankles yet, practicing the full class of yoga as often as you can will move you towards the goal of getting those ankles. Rise, floor bow, Dhanurasana. Knees and ankles hip width apart. Toes could pull towards knees. Draw tailbone down towards knees or calves. Chest up, chin up. Shoulder blades draw down. When you're ready, slowly release. Windshield wiper those legs. Camel. If you're still new to the practice of yoga, then we're looking for the first parts of the posture only, which are hips over the knees, hands at the low back, knees and feet hip width apart, lift front of pelvis, draw tailbone down. So this is about enough for most of us, really honestly. Keep those hips pressing forward. Feel the lengthening in the front of the body. A lifting of the chest on the inhales. If that makes sense, then you might get the hands onto the heels. Breathe wherever you are. Push feet down. Push hips forward. Lift chest up. Hero pose, top of mat. Okay, onto your back, everybody. Bridge wheel core. Maybe a bit of a twist as we take her closer to Shavasana. Okay. Heels are as close to your hips as you can get. Maybe you're brushing the heels with the middle finger. The feet and the knees are hip width apart. Nice neutral distance. Knuckles down, palms face ceiling. Inhale across upper chest, lifting tailbone towards knees or calves. Then I want you to inhale again, nice slowly. Lift top rim of sacrum, lower back, middle back. Keep the big toe mounds and heels down as the toes lift up and spread apart. Relax your shoulders and jaw, lifting your hips up even higher. Watch your belly rise and fall with your breath. Use the strength of your legs to lift the hips higher. Keep your hips up higher. Why are you lowering them? Work quadriceps strength. Work gluteus maximus strength. Soften the jaw. Deepen the breath. Lowering your back in 3 or 4 sections. Top, middle, tailbone tuck. Upper rim of sacrum down. Feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Shoulder or wrist injuries, new to yoga. Low back injuries, still building strength. Those are reasons to modify the next posture, setting up for a second bridge pose. You're welcome to try to move into a wheel pose, and I'll go over some fundamentals that you'll work towards. And I'll offer up a transitional moment to a full wheel if you still want to practice wheel, but you're not ready to take the full wheel yet. So bridge pose, same as before, or wheel. Brush heels with middle finger. Place hands by your ears, fingers face towards the shoulders. Now, it's quite common to have those elbows splaying outwards. You want to draw those elbows in and keep everything in one straight line. I'll repeat that once we're up. Press top rim of sacrum down, then lift lower, middle, upper back. For those that are wanting a variation of wheel, you can place a little bit of stability into the crown of the head, but use your hands to relieve the pressure from the neck. Use your arm strength. Some of us are going to move a bit higher. Some of us are going to stay in our bridge. And you can be humble with wherever you want to be today. Just because you did bridge last week doesn't mean you're ready for it this week. So your practice isn't a linear motion upwards. It's more like ocean waves, ups and downs. When you're ready, you're lowering at your own pace. 3 sections at a time, upper, middle, lower, back. Okay, let's fire up that core a little bit. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Knees above hips, heels just below the knees. Inhale, lift shoulders, shoulder blades. Press top rim of sacrum down. Hold lungs full. Exhale, point the elbows towards your left knee. Straighten the right leg. Pull the belly down, hold the lungs empty. Lift left shoulder blade. Inhale, center, hold lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Don't pull on the neck, but lift shoulder blades. Exhale, point to the right, straighten left leg. Lift right shoulder blade. Spread toes. Soften jaw. Inhale, center. Press top rim of sacrum down, lift shoulder blades. Spread toes. Exhale, point to the left, straighten right leg. Pull belly down. Curl the tailbone up. Inhale, center. Press top rib and sacrum down. Keep your shoulders up. Exhale, point to the right. Straighten the left leg. Keep your knee above your hips. Spread toes. Curl tailbone. Inhale, center. Press top rib and sacrum down. Keep your shoulder blades up. Exhale, point to the left. Straighten the right leg. Curl the tailbone. Lift the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Top rib and sacrum push down. Exhale, point to the right. Straighten the left leg. Curl your tailbone. Inhale, center. Head, shoulder, feet down. Windshield wiper those knees, left and right, left and right. You've done amazing, everybody. Shavasana. A little pressure in the low back. Bend your knees. Release that pressure, guys. Be honest with what your body needs today. Even if you feel like it's only releasing 10% of pressure. You could have pillows under the knees. You could have legs up the wall. You could have Baddha Konasana feet. It's your final posture, and you're always welcome to add in variations what you feel your body needs on this particular day. Move your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Inhale into the morning stretch. Exhale, roll to your left side. Full body reset in approximately 1/24 of your day. It's not so bad, is it? Comfortable seated position, facing forward. Comfortable seated position could be on a block, could be on your knees like hero's pose, could be Baddha Konasana feet, could be normal cross-legged. Keep that chest lifting, shoulders drawing down. Hands at heart center. Thank you for sharing. Namaste.